Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Music Industry Makeover. We are your fam right here, Ronnie Ron, Mr. Simone, Henry, Rico Gibson. Hey, how y'all doing? God bless you. Yes. Hey, guys, how's everything going with y'all this weekend or this past week?
It's going good, man. Almost over. Glad it's up. Well, I ain't over for me because I got to work till Sunday, but I work 7 days a week. But it's still good. We here. We alive.
Hallelujah. That's right. We are alive. That's right.
Good.
God be the glory. And hey, we are glad to be alive with you out there that have tuned in. Okay, because we enjoy doing this and we want to see you all be successful in Jesus' name. Okay.
Amen.
And also, real quick, I want to in sad news, make sure that you all lift up Toby Mac and his family. He's the leader, one of the rappers there of DC Talk back in the day, legendary. His son passed away earlier, I think either yesterday or so. And so let's continue to lift him and his family up in your prayers, as well as Micah Stampley. Micah Stampley. His 15-year-old daughter passed away too this week.
Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes. So it's just let's lift them up in your prayers, please. All right, because you never know who is going through what. All right. So, but yes, we are here. We do this every Thursday night right here on this page, Music Industry Makeover, and make sure you visit our website, musicindustrymakeover.com, and also go visit our Facebook page, Music Industry Makeover. Okay, because we want to connect with you all out there, and especially give you a lot of tips and information for aspiring artists, a lot of independent artists. So yes, go and visit us. Okay, but yes, we're here tonight. We got a great show lined up for you. Hey, if you're in the building, say hi to us. So we would love to connect with you, and make sure you comment on my page right here so that we can put it on the screen, and so that we say hi to you and answer your comment or question that you might have. All right. So other than that, any of you two have anything that y'all want to start off real quick, or anything y'all want to say to the people?
Just want to say, hey,
Thanks
for coming. Yeah.
Thanks for coming in. I saw Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone does. Hey, Kevin.
All right. What's good, Kevin? How you doing? Kevin James. Yes. Hey, go ahead. Y'all start watch parties or whatever y'all want to do. Hey, let's share it.
Yes, I was going to say, man.
Yeah.
Share the video, man. If you can share the video. Share the video, man.
Yes, share the video. All right. So we're going to get right into it. Okay. Our first topic we're going to talk about is being yourself and not following trends. Being yourself and not following trends.
Boy, that's going to be hard.
I know, right? Hey, because trends come and go. All right. And what I always find it interesting is like, who normally starts trends? Is it like movie stars or
celebrities?
Celebrities
are the ones that start trends because they're the one that has the influence over the populace. They're in the eye.
Kevin.
What's up, Kevin?
Every now and then, you'll get just a group of people starting a trend.
Mm-hmm.
What was it with Fubu? It was people in the neighborhood wearing his stuff, and then it kind of fell out of favor once it became kind of corporate and like everybody else was doing it. Then the people in the neighborhood didn't want to wear it anymore because it's not different, it's not special to them,
Mm-hmm.
But they started that trend.
Now I'm gonna give you an opposite end of the clothing brand Champion. Now when we were small, Champion was trash. We wouldn't wear Champion. Like you get Champion from Walmart. Kmart.
Yeah.
As soon as a celebrity started wearing Champion and had in the music video, now Champion is a name.
Now it's a big deal.
Right.
If somebody gave you a Champion sweatsuit, like, yo, I ain't wearing that. But now it's like, man, I mean, to see a Champion sweatsuit, man, costs $150.
Not me.
$200 for Champion.
But it's about the value of what they have put on there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
It's a perfect example to show you how the populace can make something valuable that's really not valuable.
Yeah.
There you go. Very, very good.
Value. You know, they take something that's pretty cheap and pretty ordinary and make it something that's valuable. Why? Because now it's desirable. You know, all these cool people are wearing it. Well, okay, well then I need to wear it too. And then now that it's supply and demand, right? Now that there's more demand, you know, you got to put the value back up, put the value up.
Exactly. Hey, Diane, Toby Mac's son died. We don't know how, but just keep him lifted up in prayer. You can go and Google him as well. All right. And you say celebrity don't start trends. They copy it from normal people and try to make it seem like they did. A lot start in the neighborhoods. That's a good point.
Yeah. In the neighborhoods.
But even though it may have started in the neighborhood, nobody across the world never sees it in the neighborhood.
That's true.
Because the celebrity is the one in front of the camera. So but we know they do steal stuff.
That's true.
They do.
They steal ideas. They steal songs.
Right.
But you know, the people in the neighborhood will start wearing a bunch of stuff. You know, and then companies see it. Companies see it. They take it. They get a celebrity to wear it.
Right.
And then, you know, then it goes wild because now the celebrity is wearing this thing, and the company is just making tons of money because you know. Celebrity to wear this thing that these neighborhood kids are wearing.
Just like Vince said, Panama Jack back in the day. Yeah. Hey, I used to have a shirt. Yeah, Panama Jack. You know, so
they said that's like how them Hush Puppies shoes got started. The neighborhood started wearing, and then the company was like, "Oh, let's push this."
and it's even more accessible, even through the way technology is now, to where celebrities can see you all on Facebook or whatever, and you know they can take something simple that you might do, and if they do it, it's gonna take off.
So now, let's talk about. I want to stay right there.
Good.
So it's very important for you to trademark your ideas
and your
brand.
There you go.
Because you got to understand, especially over here on the Christian side of things, you got to remember God is the only creator. Satan is not a creator. He's a duplicate.
Exactly. Yes, he is.
You can't create anything. So because we are made a little bit lower than the angels, so the word of God says we have the ability to create like from scratch, right? So a lot of the ideas, a lot of the songs, I remember being in church, man, and a lot of the music that I hear, it was really gospel songs that were slowed down, the key would change, and they added more stuff to it. So a lot of the secular music, especially a lot of the R&B music, is really gospel songs. With the keys changed in it. And slowed down.
And they slowed it down and made it a bedroom song.
You know, come on now, and
that's all I hear when I hear a lot of these R&B stuff. I'm like,
reason why they did that is because they weren't accepted in the church. You know what I'm saying? You know when they originally went there. So, but a lot of it is bedroom songs or something.
And you gotta think, man. Satan get a kick out of taking something that's seen as holy and make it perverse, to flip it. To know you up in the club bumping and grinding to the same song that the choir singing on Sunday. It just slowed down, the kids changed.
Mercy.
And they
bring it down one time for the Lord.
And they just added a different bridge to it. You don't even know. You think it's a new song. But trademark your stuff. Trademark.
Copyright.
We're in the age where you can't just post stuff up on the web. You know what I mean? You don't post your ideas. You don't give people your ideas. You know, when it comes to trends, you know, if you have an idea, write it down. You know, if you think it's something that's going to take off, you know, put your little money up. It costs you $500 to trademark something. $500, that's it. And it's
yours. An investment, right? And you write it off for your taxes. That's it. You know, stop looking at this is too expensive. No, how bad do you want that dream, that vision, your music ministry, whatever you want to call it, that God has given you? All right, you have to invest in yourself. Right. Bottom line, or else somebody's gonna steal it. And yes, they do steal in gospel and even in Christian. They steal
in both arenas.
In both arenas, it's the music industry.
Because we're dealing with people, right?
Yes.
Sinful, flawed human beings.
It should be that saved people would act better, but we know just by this week by seeing a pastor doing some crazy. Well, I ain't see it. I heard about it. We know that. The same stuff going on in the world and in the church. So you got to protect yourself.
Yes. Yes, Vince. Yes. Intellectual ownership. Yes. Yes, just ask Jodeci. You're right. Yeah, yeah, Jodeci and a whole bunch of others. So you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
Mary.
You know, hey Mary, how you doing? Welcome. And hey, if you all have any
What's up,
questions
Mary?
or comments or so, feel free to post here on the page because we would love to connect with you. Here we're talking about trends, and so you know, again, be yourself. Don't follow trends. All right, and I mean because again, you know, God made you unique for a reason, and you can't be afraid to step out there.
And you know, even though you may like an artist, and an artist may be heavily influenced, because I think all of us that do music, we did have music that we listened to
Right.
before we actually started making music. But you got to find a way to create your own signature in your music, so you're not a copycat. A copycat gets no real respect, right? And it's all right to admire an artist, but I've always said that if you're an artist and you got to sound like another artist that's always out, then you got to mature your gift,
Right.
or you're not ready to move forward, because taking somebody else's style is not cool if you're an artist. Because everybody can be a copycat, but if you're supposed to do music, you should be able to come with your own signature. There's nothing wrong with, you know, admiring, you know, respecting an artist, but you shouldn't sound just like another artist.
Amen.
Absolutely not. Yes.
Amen.
So right. So right. And also in your marketing and your branding, also don't try to look exactly like another artist, and don't try to do exactly what another artist is doing all the time. You know, there's trends all over the internet. There's trends in how people do things. And yeah, we should definitely learn from people who are successful, learn from people who are doing something. But you know, just because it works for them doesn't mean it's going to work for you.
Amen.
So
Amen.
you know, you know, especially if your budget isn't their budget, right? You may be looking at something that they're doing, and they may be able to afford a $10,000 PR exec, but you can't afford that same exec. So you're not going to go the same places that they're going to go. And that's okay. Start where you are, but learn from them, but tailor it to match you. Right? We were talking with an artist this week, and we were Rico was working on some logos for her, and you know, and I pointed out, let's look at your colors. What are the colors gonna say about you? What do you want them to say? Choose colors that match you and what you want to portray. And she did. You know, if we had brought in, you know, if Rico had just copied, you know, some other lady's logo from over there, it wouldn't have been unique. It would have just been a copy, and it wouldn't have said, "This is me. This is what I stand for. This is what I believe, and this is what I want you to know about me." It just would have been a carbon copy, and nobody would have respected it.
Hey, I like what Diane says. This happens in the Christian world as well. I have heard many gospel songs sung by popular contemporary artists, and all of a sudden it becomes a trend. And I don't really hear credit being given to the gospel artists. Right. Well, the church has been known for copying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got now. We got to go. I gotta say this. You go both ways, because you got people in the church. Because you got a lot of musicians that be playing stuff in mainstream, right? So they might play at a club, they might be playing at some type of, you know, so a lot of times they'll come and they'll bring it back in, and you know, believe it or not, a lot of us in the church, because we don't listen to that music, well, not all of us, but so we don't know if it's a copy. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And I think that now, because we're in the age of the digital age, and because the record companies are not making as much money, you have a lot of AI devices that can actually detect music. You know, I've seen so many people in court now where they'll take a song, because there are certain digital workstations to where I can take your song, and I can drop your song on the grid, and I can pull out all your chords of your song in a MIDI format and transfer them to another instrument. So I just pretty much pull all your notes and your arrangement from that, right?
Yeah.
And I can
I
turn
mean, that's what
around
Shazam does.
and I can build on top of it. So, and I've seen guys get in trouble because the technology is getting so advanced, they can
Mm-hmm.
hear that. They can hear your songs. So you got to really, and this brings us to another segue. You have to make sure when you go into producers, stop
Mm.
leasing beats, right? Because you're going to get in trouble, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Because you got a lot of guys that are still leasing tracks, but they're giving those tracks to 100 other people. So what happens is when you load that, or somebody else load that song in, and they end up getting that song copyrighted.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even though you may have paid for it, and the
Right.
artist say, "Oh, you can go ahead, you can use it, it's okay." Well, you can't put that. You can't get credit for that song because that song has already been recorded somewhere else. So you want to
Wow.
get with
Wow.
a producer that are making your songs from scratch. Stop
Yeah.
leasing. Because what happened is you have so much trouble later. You know what I mean? And it may cost you because now the producers that can make tracks from scratch, right, that are not, it costs more money, but you got to think you still have music licensing. When you do a song, and if you want to license your music, you cannot release that song like as a single already because publishers don't won't take that song if you've already released it, as a single or if it's on the album. It has to be an unreleased song so that you can license that music.
Mhm.
So
Amen. Amen. Hey, if y'all guys have got any questions, especially with what Rico just asked, I mean, just said, feel free to post them or so on my page so that we can read them. Because again, we're here to help you. We give you all some tips or so, and we don't want you to make the same mistake as a lot of artists previously before you. All right, because this is the music business.
Yeah.
It is the industry, whether it's gospel or not. This is the music business. So yes, you definitely have to have your ducks in order, because if not, it's going to bite you in the butt later on and things. All right. So uh,
if you are thinking about licensing your music, so take a notepad and write down, you want to keep that separate. The music that you want to license, maybe for video games, for movies, you
hi
don't want
Jeffrey.
to you don't want to release those songs because the
Mm.
publisher, the first thing they ask you, have you released the song anywhere? And if you
Right.
have released it, the songs that you put out on the album, you can't send to a publisher that likes for video games. It's not eligible. They're not going to take that. So if you
Mhm.
are interested in licensing your music, I'm working with me and Omega Sparks. You guys heard of Omega Sparks?
Oh
We
yeah, I know.
actually Me and Omega, man, we actually inking out some stuff, man. We're gonna create we're gonna do some music licensing. You know what I mean? We coming together to do some stuff, so we'll be able to kind of help. We probably do a couple workshops, man, on that. So here and now, breaking bread, trying to make that up. But if you are thinking about licensing your music, what you want to do is you want to create those songs and put them to the side. Don't release them. It's
Mhm.
it's okay to create music and don't release it if you plan on licensing. I just want to throw that nugget out there. I told you bring your pen and pad because we never know what's gonna drop while we're talking. So
That's right. These golden nugget. Hey, Mary wanted you to explain that again. Mary, was that it? What
what did
he just said?
tell me?
Or
Yeah, specifically tell me. Type in what you want me to explain again. 'Cause I said a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
right.
I think you did just explain that again, like about when you have a song, you wanna license it, don't release it.
Right.
Keep it to the side until you're submitting it
A
to
publisher.
music directors and that kind of stuff for
Right.
licensing deals. Is that correct?
Because they don't want music that you've already released because then they can't make money. It's already been released already. So you
Mm.
just want to know that. So if there's nothing wrong, let me say it again, there's nothing wrong with creating music and
Mm.
building the catalog. Because the way music is going now, and this is something that me and Omega talked about, like people not making money on sales anymore. So you got to be like super creative
There
on
you
how
go.
you make money with your music.
Yeah.
And music licensing is still relatively new, but you also need to get in the habit of working with producers that create from scratch, don't do no leasing, right?
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
and just the songs you think that may work good in certain video games, like you can pick up video games and you can listen to them, or you can look at movies and you can hear some of the songs that you think may fit,
Mm.
and then you can put those songs to the side. But if you got some other questions, just let me know. I actually we'll talk about it. I don't want to
And
take
I
all the time
wanted
with
to
that.
mention that just because, you might have a gospel song or a Christian song doesn't mean it's not appropriate for licensing. My sister, she teaches music in a school, and she asked the kids to come to her and with song suggestions for what they wanted to sing and what they wanted to play for their upcoming concert. Well, the kids, they actually pulled this gospel song off of a video game and they performed it at their spring concert.
Wow.
And it went over very, very well with the audience and the parents and everything. So just because your music is Christian or gospel doesn't mean it's not appropriate for licensing. I hear gospel songs sometimes in TV shows and different things. So, it all depends. It all depends on the music, the lyrics. Sometimes a section of your lyric is appropriate for what's happening in this particular show or in this particular video game. So, nothing to do but to try, right? If they say no, they say no.
Exactly. Diane says her point was that things that are done. Oh, wait a minute. My point is that the things that are done by a certain group seems not to be valuable until a popular contemporary artist do it. Well, that's how life is, unfortunately. It,
Right.
it kind of it kind of makes me feel bad for the gospel artists because people are jamming to their songs and they have no idea who actually sung it. So yeah, that's kind of like a dog eat dog world,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So that's why they got to copyright and trademark their songs.
Yeah, that too. And then the gospel artist has to be doing the right things about really getting out there and putting themselves out in front of their fans
Right,
and making sure that their fans know that this song is their song, and
right.
fans will advocate on
That's
their
right,
behalf
Mary.
and will let people know. If it's because this major contemporary artist has a huge fan base. Well,
Right.
gospel artists should be building up a fan base as well,
There you
right?
go. Right. And,
I didn't know that song "I Will Always Love You" was Dolly Parton until it was kind of like all over the news all of a sudden. I never listened to Dolly Parton. I don't really,
mm-hmm.
but
But
her fans and the press, they made it known this song was written by Dolly Parton. They'd let
right.
everybody know.
and and Dolly Parton got paid off that too.
And she
Again,
got
because
paid as the
yes, she
songwriter.
did. Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly. So again, yeah, in this business, you can't get in your feelings. You got to handle your business. All
Right.
right. You got to do what's right because again, folks will steal your stuff. It's a dog eat dog world. It's just the way it is. But you got to prepare yourself. That's why you have industry executives like ourselves and others out there that are trying to help educate you so that you don't fall into that trap. Yes, Mary says Hallmark uses Christian Music Up Network and so many others. Exactly.
Yeah.
And Jeff said it might be interesting to give tips on how artists can keep their data secure and how an artist can proactively search to make sure what they've created is a unique work. Hey,
Well,
thanks,
one
Jeff.
well one thing is when you get ready to load a song in, it's simple. If you create a unique work, working with the one easy tip is working with producers that produce from scratch. I'm one of those producers that I produce from scratch. I don't. And then so when you get ready to load a song in, say up to Google, it's gonna identify that song if it's been out already, because
Right.
that's gonna be the quickest.
Google.
The Google is gonna be the
Yeah.
quickest identifier of your song, right? And
Right.
but what you can do on your end is to make sure that you're working with producers that are doing from scratch. You don't want to do in the leaks music, but when you get ready to load it in, that AI will
Mhm.
identify your song in Google, and it will say, "Hey, this song has already been uploaded to that, or this song has already belonged to someone else. They've been notified." You know what I mean? And that happens, and that's happening a lot because people are using sound kits. Now
Mhm.
it could be very innocent because you got companies that are selling uh, prefab melodies, right? So
Mm-hmm.
they have piano structure, horn structure. So you may buy this kit, and 10 people may buy this kit, and they may, instead of chopping that horn structure up and redoing, morphing the sound and changing it, some people just drag and drop because it says if it's a royalty free, you can use it. But if 12 other people
Right.
just drag and drop that melody, nobody actually stole your song. It could have been that all you guys bought the same kit
Right.
from the same place.
Right.
So buying song kits is not good if you're a producer or if you're an artist. You want that song made from scratch. That's gonna be the best tip, Jeff, that I give everybody. Make sure you get with a producer that made from scratch so you don't have to worry about that. Do not buy lease beats.
And I think buying lease beats is kind of like being so anxious to get out there when you're really not taking your time. Just go ahead on and just make it from scratch, because what's the rush? You know what I'm saying?
That also sounds like being lazy too.
Good. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Either that or being anxious to just get something out there.
Right.
Or not wanting to pay for studio time or
right, yeah.
pay for a producer to do what a producer does, you know.
Right. Exactly.
So, and we keep saying every time, every show, we're gonna keep nailing in the ground because you're gonna hit it. It takes money, right? You got to take marketing and a product to be successful in music. You can't do music without money. If you have $200 to your name, that's it to invest in your music. It's not time for you to do music. Maybe create the song if you have access, or if you're the person that's doing your music. Take those songs and put them to the side for music licensing, or build your catalog. Go ahead.
And also, I want to add to that what my man Vince said earlier is a lot of you artists out there, you're ready physically for the music industry, but you're not ready mentally. Okay, and that goes along with, again, you know, as Rico said. But exactly. It all encompasses that financially, because it's like, okay, you might think you are ready because you're so excited to get out there, but mentally and financially you don't have the financial capacity to get out there and move further. Kevin says gospel artists are doing it as well, and he brings up the break every chain was a contemporary artist song, Hill song, I think it was, or so, which is true.
That was Dietrich Haddon, right? Yeah.
No, Hill song.
Break. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Break every chain. Yeah. And
it became popular as a gospel song, huh?
Right. Exactly. Church, the days of free are done. Exactly. Amen, Vince.
it's because of AI.
There never were any days of free. That's just an illusion.
You're gonna get caught really quick because there's a lot of AI. Everybody's creating now. AI is good. It's good and bad because AI has leveled the playing field. You know, you don't have to go and spend a lot of money for equipment. You know, they're creating software to kind of like do a lot of things for you. So people that could not have been able to do certain things now will be able to. But there's also those that are faking gonna get found out real fast. So we just try to give you tips. You can do whatever you want to do, but I would stop leasing music, because you don't know what song. Anybody tell you if they know they got a real hit, you don't know what song is gonna take off. You just don't.
That's true.
You can know if all the
Mary, it was.
Song, if you can know every song that's working and it's working great and it sounds good sonically, but you really don't know if that song is gonna be a hit. You know what I mean? So you want to try to take your best foot forward every song, and putting your best foot forward is make it from scratch, because you don't know what.
Yeah.
You may be at the grocery store and somebody may say, "Oh, I saw you over here. You do music. I heard you do music. Overheard you talking." Yeah. Well, I'm a supervisor for HBO. You know, I like this particular song. Those deals happen just like that all the time. You just happen to be in the right spot, right time.
John says, "Hey, John, thanks for joining us." And so he says, "Pastor's been stealing true Christian revelations for decades. That's why songs should be holy, set apart, because fake Christians can't sing an anointed song. Period. All right, they sing hymns but don't know him. Well, yeah, that's true. All right, Mary."
I'm gonna go back and say what you just said. Yeah, that's some people don't know Jesus, but they can sing mess out of some songs. They got a talent. They got a skill.
Exactly.
You got to be saved to sing. But go ahead.
So gifts comes without repentance, as the word says. Amen. So Diane and Mary, go and Google "Break Every Chain." I think it either was Chris Tomlin or Hillsong, one of them. it was a CCM song, and Tasha Cobbs made it popular in the gospel arena. All right. Matter of fact, Tamla Mann is another one. I can only imagine. You know what I'm saying? That was done by Mercy.
You gospel artists do that one?
Yeah. Huh?
When that came into the gospel arena, I was like, okay, I'm so done with this song.
Yeah.
Been out such a long time.
Y'all know Kirk Franklin be doing that stuff.
Oh yeah, Kirk Franklin do it. Basically, he wouldn't have no albums if it wasn't for secular music. So let's keep it real. You know, but he wouldn't have no albums. Yeah, all secular music inspired. So they, you know, all his songs are pretty much sampled. So, but again, he got that clearance for it. So
you begin to clear it, boy. You know,
do it right. If you're gonna do it right.
Yeah, exactly. Said no, they sung. All right, no, Vince, I'm trying to understand your question. Says, but doesn't it conflict with deadlines? Okay, I don't get that there.
We must missed that one when he first posted that, because that was part of the conversation way back.
All right, no, this song "Break Every Chain" that was a completely different song. Okay, I don't know about. John says most of the money is being sold into featured speakers.
Feather speakers.
Oh, feather speaker. Okay. All right. Hey, Naomi, thanks so much for joining us.
It's coming from a spiritual perspective.
Okay. This is the music business. All right. And yes, the bottom line, even in gospel, is about, and in Christian music, is about making money. All right. Because it's the music industry. And we can spiritualize it all we want to, but the bottom line is most folks would not be doing it if there was no money in it, if you monetize something. And it is what it is.
I know this man who preaches that, when God gives you a gift and he expects you to use it, he will help you to monetize it, to prosper from your gift.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a part of what we do as Christian artists. We prosper from our gift.
Right, exactly. And again, there's nothing wrong with making money. There's no sin in making money. Hey man, we love you too, John. Thanks. Okay, again, just and this is probably another talk show, but the point is folks look at ministry as a paid gig, and that's not what true ministry is. All right, ministry is service. But if you want to be an artist and an entertainer, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Be that. Make that money. Okay,
but just make sure it's yours, because you got to understand.
Make sure it's yours. Yeah, your music.
We go back to the ownership thing. You know what I mean? Make sure you have the opportunity to be able to license it.
Right.
And it's nothing wrong with you working with a producer and the producer get half and you get half. Because I understand the producers, I educate producers all the time about, making sure that they make sure they set up a publishing company. If you do not have a publishing company, get it set up. Get set up as an artist as well. You don't know, because I found out a couple of years back, my hottest territory is UK. I don't talk to nobody in the UK. I know some people over in the UK, but I don't hang out in the UK. But all my sales it comes from the UK. You follow me? So some people got a hold of my music because I do instrumental albums and they be playing them joints. You know what I mean? So you don't know where your music is gonna go, but I'll make it my business to. I want my stuff to be unique, but you don't know. And take some music, because where you are right now, you may not be there next year. You may have more money next year, and you may be able to venture out. You may be able to do some other stuff. Still have some songs so that you can sit to the side. So that if you do want to do some music licensing, because hey man, I can show you how to do it or tell you how to do it, but you got to have unique music. And you don't need to jump around to 100 different producers if you're an artist. Find you a producer that got your sound. You know what I mean? And y'all break bread, and then y'all create music, build your catalog. Release a single here, release a single there, and just put music to the side to be licensed. But that's what you got to do, right? So,
man,
can I say this one thing? I'm gonna differ with Rico just in this one respect. I would say find 2 or 3 producers. The reason why is because each producer is going to have their style, but but you don't want all of your music to sound the same either. I remember getting this one album from this, this artist, and like all of her songs were in the same key. The harmonies were the same, everything was the same. And she was a hit artist, but all of her songs were like in the same key. And I guess it was a comfortable key for her. Maybe it was a comfortable key for for the producer. But I felt like all her songs sound the same.
Well, let me jump in and say, as a real skilled producer, I can let you listen to 20 of my tracks and none of them don't sound the same. A real skilled producer, if he makes 10 tracks, you're not gonna know that it's the same person that made it. Immature producers that are tracking, their music sound the same, because if you start from building from a drum kit, or you may start with a bridge, you may start with a chorus, a lot of different places you can start, you won't end in the same place. You know what I mean? So you shouldn't be making songs all in the same key. So when you do have those producers that do that, they're not really professional producers. So professional producers, if they have 20 tracks, they don't sound the same. So I want to throw that out there.
All right. Hey, thank you so much for those who joined in. This is the Music Industry Makeover every Thursday nights. This is what we do right here on this page at 9:00 Eastern Standard Time. So spread the word if you're enjoying this. Thank you so much. And if you are looking for, help marketing and promotions, so we're here marketing the Music Industry Makeover. That's who we are. Go to musicindustrymakeover.com, as well as go join our Facebook page. Okay, we'd love to connect with you. I want to get to some of these comments as well. Yes, Diane, trends. Yeah, that's the topic. Don't follow trends, because you will go crazy doing that, because trends are always changing. Yes, that is true. All right,
they're always changing.
And
that's one of the things I do tend to talk about sometimes is trends in marketing and trends in branding and different things like that. But it's not to say everything that's out there you should be doing, because everything that other people are doing is not going to necessarily help you. But I say to be aware of them, yes, and maybe look at some of the things that will help you, and leave out the ones that won't, because everything is not for everybody. Every trend is not for everybody. And yeah, you're right. Things are always changing, but just like technology is changing, trends are changing, because people's tastes change.
Right. Exactly.
So, we like one thing one day, and the next day we don't like it anymore.
So I want to jump in and talk about what Naomi Gleek said. The artist forfeit their rights to negotiate without a music producer. 100% is too much. So let me explain this real quick, because I talked this about on another show.
Hi, Tammy.
When you are a music artist, when you actually create a song, publishing consists of 200%, right? Publishing is 200%. So in order for you to cash in on the publishing side as an artist or a producer, you have to have a publishing company set up, either with gear, that's either with ASCAP or with BMI. So what happens is, you and the producer do a song. If you wrote that song as an artist and the producer made it, there's a 50% artist share and there's a 50% composer share. So now, there's another portion of that for publishing. If that music producer or that artist does not have a publishing company, then you can't get that publishing part. So it'll end up just being 50% of each. But you got to make sure you spell out, and you got to spell out what each of you are agreeing to in a songwriter split sheet. Usually when it's two people, an artist and producer, one person is getting half. The artist is going to produce the music. The artist is going to write the music. Producer's going to make it. So there's a 50-50 split. But say if you got a song and you got 4 people that wrote to a song and you got 1 producer, right? So that producer still get his 50% share because he made the song. But that writer share, you got 4 writers. That got to be split 4 ways. So that means that 50% got to be broken down to 12.5 apiece. But you have to sign for that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that split sheet comes in, right, Rico?
That's where that songwriter split sheet comes in.
See, I'm learning something.
That's it.
Wow.
But a lot of people feel like that's too much when they want to get in the studio. You can never be in a rush to record before you get your paperwork right.
Yeah.
Because what these guys don't show you when you're watching videos, They come, you got YG and all these other cats. They clapping hands, but I guarantee that paperwork right before they start doing their song together, because that's how they're going to get paid. So don't never be too excited to do music and don't get the paperwork together.
Now,
shut up.
Now, let's go to Vince's question. What do you say to an artist who, with a management or label, has to meet a deadline to make an album? Is it wise to license or just make from scratch?
Man, you always make your music from scratch, bro. You know, I mean, because the more people that you bust that dollar down, because you gotta remember, nobody's really buying records anymore. So when you gotta break that dollar up between 5 people because that song belongs to the original person, it got relicensed to another person, you're gonna end up with no money. So you always
sell a lot of records.
You always want to make your music from scratch, right? And a lot of these artists, let me give you the game. A lot of these artists are not selling millions and millions of records. They're buying their records, right?
Right. You mean the artists are buying their own records?
The artists are buying their own records.
Exactly. They're buying their own records.
So they can keep their deal in place for a lot of other stuff.
The numbers go up.
The numbers. So it's a numbers
game. It's just like the stock market. So a lot of the companies
that's trying to do a stock buyback if the stocks aren't selling.
You know, so a lot of those companies are buying their own stocks to make them to make their stock prices go up. So it's a lot of stuff going on. But anyway,
amen, Mary. Yeah. Hey, I mean that's the reality. They're not going to tell you that they're buying their own music. So, but again,
right? Because every one of those transactions, it gets counted for Billboard.
Right. Exactly. And so they'll buy the music and then probably just give it out or whatever, such and such. Or
I know, right? Auntie give you a Christmas gift of $1,000. You take that $1,000 and buy it. All of a sudden your song is number one.
Which is why you could avoid all of that by building a fan base. Bottom line, marketing and promotions. That's it. Okay, marketing and promotions.
1,000 of your own songs.
You cannot control what you don't own.
That's good.
You cannot control what you don't own. You have to own your songs.
Yeah.
Own your songs. Ownership.
That stops you from having to go through headaches. That makes sure you get your money. Never be so excited. I've been stopped being excited about making music. I'm excited, man, by getting this paperwork right. Because at the end of the day, it does not feel good when you hear your song playing on the radio and you sitting there eating some peanuts wondering how you going to buy something to drink.
Right.
Exactly. This is the music business, people. I know you're doing gospel. I know the Lord calls you to do gospel to win this generation. But you're doing it through the music industry, the business. It's still the same, secular or sacred. All right. Make sure your paperwork is right. Do your due diligence. All right. Yeah, we were talking about trends and things, and we still are. Okay. And let's start a trend of doing the right thing, doing our due diligence, handling our business, doing good business. Exactly. Okay. Because it can be done.
That's a trend to follow forever.
That's a good trend to follow. Exactly. All right. It's a lifestyle. Do it in other areas of your life as well. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then I think the last one we had was about it's okay to make adjustments. You know, to tailor. Say if a trend fits you, but it's not working out pretty well, you can make adjustments on that. Okay.
Absolutely. And it's okay to try things. It's okay to experiment. It's okay to say, oh, look at what this person is doing. Maybe I should try that. And if it doesn't work out, or if it doesn't fit you exactly, it's okay to adjust, to make changes, to even abandon it and go in a different direction because it's just not working out for you. That is perfectly okay. This is like Rico said, when you own it, you get to control it. So if you own your song, you own your marketing, you own your company, you set the direction. You set where you want to go with it. So it's okay to decide, you know what, this isn't working for me. So I'm gonna leave it alone, and I'm gonna go over here. This other thing is gonna get me closer to where I really want to go.
I'm gonna drop some on you. Read B verses. His name is Douglas Rogers. He's a Christian rapper. He started a group and he started using this slogan, "Can't trust it, can't trust it." And he did a sign. He would always say, "Can't trust it, can't trust it." That Negro went and trademarked that because everybody uses that slogan, "Can't trust it."
Can't
right?
trust.
So even if you start a slogan and you want to trademark it, right? This is how you're gonna get your money. So a lot of it's two ways that I would listen to a guy talk, man, about how to make money. People they're suing people.
Yes, they are.
Right, to get money, right, or they're trying to win money or get money from stocks. You know what I mean? So you want to try to trademark as much as you can. Okay, name and say, Rico, where are you located that you create music and share virally?
Do you create music and share it virally?
I mean, I create music, but I don't really share it because the whole idea is I do music licensing, so I create a lot of music and I store it. I stopped really putting out music unless I'm working with an artist specifically, and an artist come to me and say, "Hey, I want to hire you to make something." Any music that I make, I'm putting it in my catalog because I do music licensing for film, TV shows, and stuff like that. So I stopped doing that because there's no money in doing it because Facebook don't pay anything that's shared around Facebook. Facebook don't pay you royalties for your music.
Right.
No.
So you don't want nothing to go viral if you can't own it and you can't get paid for it.
Right. I mean, you make sure if you're going to share anything, you make sure it's copywritten and your paperwork is straight.
And I'm in Florida.
Anytime it's shared out there, then you need to get paid and you need to get the credit for it.
There you go. But again, yep. And yes, we pay it for. Okay, all right, definitely. Yes, I'm paying it forward. Okay, because that's what we're doing right now too. We are paying it forward, giving you some of these free tips. And if you want,
she say she pay for it. They pay for it.
Oh, we pay. Oh man, I tell you that dyslexia. Yeah, we pay.
You pay me for this chicken wings. Why?
Sorry, it's all good.
Yeah, thank y'all so much for joining us. So, again, we are the Music Industry Makeover. Go visit our website, musicindustrymakeover.com, or go visit our Facebook page, Music Industry Makeover. Go and join it. We'd love to connect with you. If you're an artist out there that's looking for marketing and promotions, okay, hey, that's what we do. We're a digital marketing company. All right, and so go look at the website. We'll post it on there, and you can see for yourself. Okay, and again, if we do a free 30-minute consultation with you, and to see if we are a good fit, because some people we know that we can't work with. All right, that's just the reality of it.
And you can also go to our Facebook group, Music Industry Makeover, and you can drop questions that you maybe want us to talk about on the show.
Right.
If it's something that we don't get to it and you don't get a chance to drop it in, you come back and listen later. You can always send us a question.
Definitely. Say hi, Katrina. That's tuned in, and everyone else. Grandman, how you doing? Thanks so much for joining. It says, please Google my Christian rap song on YouTube. Just type in Grandman.
So you just chimed in the chat, Grandman, to try to plug yourself, bro. Come on, bro.
Hey, man, you gotta come better than that, bro. Hey,
come on, bro.
Man, God bless you though on that.
We just talked about etiquette, man. Y'all be chiming in, bro.
Yeah.
Naomi knows Kevin and me from back in the day.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Etiquette is very important out there, guys. All right. Yeah. There's a proper way in doing things. All right. So, yeah, it is what it is. But yes, that's our website there, musicindustrymakeover.com, and then go on our Facebook page, Music Industry Makeover. So, I mean, that is funny, man. Not to rag on you, bro. It's just, we come across a lot of art.
Please Google my Christian rap song on YouTube and type in my name and follow me. Bro, this is a chat, bro. People learning, bro. See, that's what y'all guys got to learn that, man. Right?
Yeah.
That's not how you
for that episode.
That's not how you do business, bro. This is not for that. We're going to talk about the next episode. We're going to talk about you, Grandman. Not you to say, but that foolishness right there. Come on, you don't do
it's a whole bunch of y'all that do that same thing.
Man, okay, and let's learn the proper way to do it.
That's not how you do business, bro. That's being keeping it 100. So
yeah. Again, we wish you much success, but do it right. You know what I'm saying? Hey, there's do all things in decency and order. Again, we are the Music Industry Makeover. Okay, and yes, yes, we are teaching on yes, teaching deliverance. So yes, hey, this is what this platform is about to teach, because we know there's a lot of information that's out there. Folks are giving you things that's outdated, so that something that happened back in 1990, that strategy is not going to work in 2019. All right, and especially if folks still trying to run to get on radio as the first line of defense, and the technology has leveled the playing field now.
And you don't want to burn bridges before you even had a chance to build a real bridge. You know what I mean? You're in an age where relationships are everything. You know what I mean? It's important. You don't know what a relationship is going to do for you. Because there are a lot of people that don't tell you who they're connected to, what they can do for you, the resources they have. So you want to manage that properly. And that's the whole purpose why we do this show, because we know that a lot of Christian artists, we're not getting money, or where you're not getting money because you don't know how to have etiquette. And then so if you do want to go and share something on somebody's page, the proper way is to ask, right?
Amen.
You don't ask them on the page. You inbox them and ask them, break bread, hey, how you doing? I'm so I see that you're doing this, right? And then, is it okay if I share this song with you? And if I like the song, then I share it, right? But you don't ever just drop anything on somebody's page. That's the wrong way to do it. That's not how you don't do that. And we're not here trying to rag, but we want to teach you, because I know he ain't the only one. It's a lot of cats that still do it.
It's a whole bunch of them. Yes.
Do that. The thing to remember is that you're talking to people. That even though we're here teaching, we're in front of you as experts and people who we want you to do well. But remember, we are people too. So say hello, introduce yourself, say, can I share with you my song? And then tell me, why do you want to share with me your song? What would you like me to do with it? Are you asking me to buy it? Do you just want me to listen to it for my listening pleasure? I mean, what is it that you're looking for? Okay.
And another thing is to, if you come across somebody like ourselves and ask, hey, can you help me push my music? All right, that's a little bit kind of disrespectful in a sense. Like, why do you want me to push your music? Are you going to help me push your music?
Are you going to pay us to push your music?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
this is the music business. That's nothing. It's about how you. When I go to the music store to buy, if I need a drum machine, I don't go there with my mind and say, you know what, I'm finna talk this sales guy into giving me this drum machine for free. I come there with my wallet or a credit card, right? I already know what it costs, and if I don't know what it costs, I've already came to negotiate to buy. So I already came to spend money. This is the music business. This is something that as Christians, man, that the world know this already, right?
Right.
And that's why people don't take us serious, because we don't have the right frame of mind. Anything that's of value, you should want to pay for it, right? Anything that somebody gives you for free, it ain't gonna be worth anything. If you notice that when you get ready to do some marketing tools, they offer you the free tools. Them tools don't do nothing. You can't go nowhere with that. You can't build no followers with no free tools, right? You can't manage your fan base with no free tools. But you just don't know that until you actually get in. Like, man, I want to share this with 10 people. Well, you got to upgrade to the actual paid version. So always get into a habit of jumping out with the paid version. It's almost 2020. Man, everything costs money. If you don't have money available to have money to pay, it's not ready for you to move forward with your music yet until you get your money right.
And trying to be spiritual with it, using scriptures and trying to look anointed is not going to get you free services. All right. I mean, it is what it is. So let's say I want to be shared enough to preach to Jay-Z and Beyonce. Okay.
But the thing is, it's not only about preaching to Jay-Z and Beyonce, man. If you preach the gospel and you're interested in getting your music out there, and if the Lord wanted to be blown on, all those people are here, man. But you just don't do it just for them. They got people preaching to them. You don't think they talk to Christians?
I know. I'm sure they do.
Exactly. They know all about Jesus and God.
They know about Jesus.
I mean, yeah. Let's start with our neighbor that's next door to us. So that's where it's for. All right. I mean, but again, you have to check your motives. Or why do you want to do that? Because again, motives. Everybody has to check their motives because they will expose you as time goes on. So yeah, exactly, Vince. Kill the sensationalism. Right. Yeah, that's a trick of the enemy. Don't get sensationalized by the devil. So, because it's all a facade. All right. Go stay in your neighborhood, in your area, your local area with your music. And as God blesses it, it'll move further. But start where you're at right now. Yes. Any questions, any comments? So we are here for you, the Music Industry Makeover. Okay. Yes, we do this every Tuesday. Every Thursday. That's right. That's that's critical dialogue. So, Rico, we do for his merchandising. Do y'all want to expound on that, or Simone, you want it?
So we want to talk about merchandising. Period.
I mean, no, our merchandise.
Yes.
And again, if you all are interested, so go to the website, all right, musicindustrymakeover.com. And if or inbox us or so, and yes, we have some merchandise, shirts. We're gonna get some hats, cups, whatever.
This is a Music Industry Makeover shirt, man, that we have, and we're gonna be putting the prices up probably as earliest part is next week, man. So you can buy this, man, if you want to. It's dope. You know what I mean? We got a couple more styles, and so you can kind of support what we're doing, as well. Hey, it's a good thing. So, and we got a beanie. We got a beanie that we're doing, and we got another shirt that we're doing as well, and a hoodie. So,
right there you go, and we'll have a fan club going on as well too, for those who follow us that have been with us. You get special discount rates and things like that. So, yes, Vince. Yes, Kanye has been preaching to them for years. All right. Hey, I can't wait to hear that new album come out tomorrow. Hey,
it's supposed to come out tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm sure people on the edge of their seats.
Hey, well, he been going in. He been telling people, man, that if you're not married, they don't want you working on the album. We actually not have premarital sex. We'll see how it's gonna roll.
Yeah. Yep. And
better not have no cussing on it.
Right. Exactly.
I'm gonna get on the show and I'm gonna play it.
Yes.
We're gonna talk about it. Better not have one cuss word on that job.
Right. Yes, exactly. Say, well, you need 3 shirts. All right, cool, definitely. Well, hey guys, we sure appreciate y'all. Again, we do this every Thursday night. Reach out to us and get at us, all right? Because we definitely would love to connect with you. Hey, John says, I'm speaking in reference to pushing the share button, also really growing in Christ to be effective enough to deliver famous people, but most people too worried about money to empower them. Okay. Yeah. Well, like I say, again, let God lead you, John. All right. Again, whether they're famous or not.
Right. Yeah, man. That's your calling. God will make a way.
The thing is, don't desire, because you gotta. I don't know how I'm gonna say this. You don't want to desire, man, to get into that arena. It's not what you think it is. A lot of those people, man, they hear the gospel all the time. They talk. Yes, they do. Because a lot of people are in that circle doing stuff. But the thing is, you want to preach to people that God sent you. The Lord may not call you to go to the stars. That's not an easy arena to be in, right? You got to be real strong in your faith. You know what I mean? And a lot of those cats, man, they know. If you imagine having a conversation with Lucifer know the word. You ever had a conversation with somebody that know the word, but they smoking a blunt and they getting drunk? And they just got they
know the word.
they got about 10 girlfriends and they say a little dope, but they dad a pastor, right?
Yep.
They'll preach you up under the car.
Exactly.
They know what the word is. Satan, Lucifer know what the word is, right? So you just got to make sure God send you. That you may not. And generally, when those people that God send, they don't want to do that because it's a whole lot of stuff that come with that. So I'm just maybe that's giving you sharing a little ministry nugget.
That was good. That was.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It like if God has called you to that arena, He will open up a way. If no way is opening up, that's not your ministry.
But you don't desire that. Don't
Right. Don't
that.
desire it. Don't desire it. Exactly. Desire God's will for your life.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Again, that's the main thing that everyone should be desiring. It says your journey should be enjoyed, not forced. That's good, Vince.
Amen.
Amen. Exactly. Because we're all on a journey. All right. Well, hey, you all be blessed out there. Remember, you matter in the kingdom of God. So don't compare yourself or your ministry to anyone else. Just do what God has called you to do, and you will be fine. You will be okay. Any last words, guys, that you all want to say?
Follow Jesus and you will thrive.
Make sure you take your ministry serious, man. Don't, you got to invest in yourself. If you don't invest in your ministry first, don't expect other people to invest in you. You got to come up, you got to spend your own money.
That's it, exactly. All right. Naomi wants to reach out to you, Rico, or so. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Just inbox or something, things like that.
Naomi.
Okay. All right. Well, God bless y'all. We'll see you next week. Have a prosperous weekend, okay? And hey, shout outs to the Aggies. It's the greatest homecoming on earth going down in North Carolina A&T. So hey, you all have fun down there. Go Aggies.